Okay, back to exit corners. Chapter 3 this time. But I noticed this. People trust. Apparently I'm not doing the best with Ray or Beth. But whatever I said to Lisa last time seems to have gotten that to go up a little bit. Distant contact. Exit corners. It was the name of the game that Ink and his fellow contestants had no choice but to play. The goal was simple. Explore the Four Elements Hotel and find the exit. The hotel was slated to collapse in 24 hours, killing those still trapped inside. The one claiming to be responsible for their predicament was a figure named Scent. His motives, as well as his true identity, remained a mystery to Ink. According to Scent, many puzzles and dangers awaited the contestants. Ink couldn't fathom why either were necessary. Whatever the reason, Ink knew it would be essential to proceed with caution from here on out. The chamber connected to the lounge was barely large enough for all 5 contestants. If anything, it seemed more like an extension of the previous room. Another monitor. So this door's probably locked too. I guess Scent doesn't excel in the creativity department. Ray stood in front of the screen, already at work solving whatever puzzle their captor had left for them. Hey, want a hand, Ray? I'm close to figuring it out. Don't distract me. I might be able to help you solve it faster, you know. I said, don't distract me. Well, okay, warranted considering how apparently Ink is an idiot in my playthrough. Yep, he's still pretty angry. I want to help with the puzzle. The last thing I want to do is start a fight with this guy. Maybe I shouldn't have taken Lisa's side back there. Ink turned to face the other 3 contestants.
Ray, you're behaving like a child. Save your breath. He's not even listening to us anymore.
So, what are we supposed to do now?
We should still solve the puzzle, right? It's the only way forward. That's right, Aether. Solving the puzzle is our only option. Ray can ignore us all he likes, but we don't need his help with this.
Well, let's get started then.
No.
Excuse me?
The puzzle can wait. Let's head back into the lounge. Huh? Why? It's important. Now follow me.
What could be more important than the puzzle?
I suppose I can spare her a few minutes of my time.
You sure about that, Beth? Just a few minutes ago you had her under pretty intense scrutiny.
That's precisely why I want to hear from her. I'll join you, Beth.
Well, if anyone can figure out the puzzle on their own, it's probably Ray. Giving him some space might not be a bad idea. You two go on ahead. I'll be there in a sec. Beth and Aether exchanged a nod before leaving. Hey, Ray? What? Can you come get us when you solve the puzzle? Or when you get stuck? Yeah, don't worry. Thanks. Leaving Ray alone with the puzzle, Ink stumbled back into the lounge. Alright, I'm here.
Good. You've all been given one of these, right?
Oh, I almost forgot about my Gemini. And Sean, for that matter.
Yeah, I've got one. Well, what are you waiting for? Send your contact a message asking for help. If we can get our contacts to look for us, we might be able to get out of here without having to play this stupid game. Right.
Ink followed her example and reached for his Gemini. Why are we even given these? Are they here to throw us off, or...?
It certainly is strange. Why hold us captive if we can just call for help? Who cares? The important thing is that we have these phones. There's no point in not using them. I suppose you're right. Even so.
You know how to use one of these, right, Beth?
I do, though I'm rather slow at selecting the right letters. I can type a few messages out for you if you like. You don't need to do that, Aether. I'd hate to waste your time. Oh, don't you worry about that. It won't take long. If you insist, I suppose there's no harm in trying.
Aether knelt down next to Beth, and they began to compose a message for Beth's contact. Their whispers soon made way for the rapid tapping of screens. That'd be a good time to message Sean again. Sean, please tell me you're there. Yo, it's your boy Sean. What's up? You back on campus yet? Sean, listen. What I'm about to tell you probably won't make any sense, but I need you to pay attention. I think I'm in serious danger. Sounds like someone had a bad morning. Did you have a run-in with the girl's dad? Worse than that, I'm afraid. You know that story where a psycho kidnaps a bunch of people and forces them to play a game? Isn't every story like that these days? Which one are you referring to? Saw? Saw 2? Saw 7? Point is, I've been kidnapped and I'm trapped in a hotel. I've got 24 hours to make it out of this here, or I'm going to die. You high, buddy? This isn't a joke, Sean. You're my contact, and Sent said I'll need your help to get out of here. WTF are you going on about? I understand none of that. I'll explain later. Can you just promise me you'll do what I ask? Yeah, I guess. You need to send some help over to a hotel called the Four Elements. Police, fire crew, anything. I don't even know where that is. Is that in Belbridge? I'm not sure. Look that up for me? I can do that. I'm not on my computer right now, though. What about your actual phone? Left in my room. Saws. I thought you were busy shitposting. I have many exciting hobbies, such as mooching free brunch from a bookstore guy. But I can head back to my room and starve if that's what you want. I can tell you still don't believe me, but if you've ever considered yourself my friend, then please help me out. Alright, buddy, I'm on it. I'll message you when I find the address of this Four Elements place. Thanks. That would be a huge help. BBL then. Hang in there. Alright, good news everyone. My friend Sean is going to look up our location, then send help.
That's great. Do you think it'll take him long?
He should get back to me shortly. He's a bit of a joker sometimes, but he's not one to dawdle when something important is on the line. There was a brief lull. It was only then that Ink had noticed Beth's demeanor. Her skin had turned a pasty white color, and her once excellent posture had regressed into a slouch. What's the matter, Beth?
Beth's contact hasn't responded yet. She sent him a message, but there hasn't been a reply.
Don't worry, Beth. Your contact probably isn't near their Gemini right now. Either that, or they haven't received it yet. Right?
He simply doesn't want to talk to me. I'm not expecting a reply.
If you don't mind me asking, who is your contact, Beth?
Ink, I'm not sure if that's something she wants to talk about right now. It's fine, Aether. I think it would be best if we didn't keep any secrets. My contact is named Earl. He's my son.
Oh, I had no idea.
Your own son doesn't even want to talk to you? Yeesh. We haven't spoken for quite some time. I'm afraid the last time we spoke, we didn't exactly end it on a positive note. It must be some cruel joke that Sent chose him as my contact. I don't suppose we'll be getting any help from him, then. That's all right. My father should be able to get us rescued.
I take it you've made some progress?
I've told him the name of the hotel. Once he determines my exact location, he'll be sending some of my personal escorts to extract me.
Personal escorts? So they're like your bodyguards?
Something like that. They're the best of the best.
I wanted to say this. That sounds pretty serious. Does your father have enemies? Who is he exactly?
His name is Nolan Thatcher, and nobody with a smidgen of common sense would try to cross him. He's as influential as he is wealthy.
If he's as influential as you say he is, then surely he must have some enemies.
Other than a kid who keyed our car and some asshole who tried to burn down our house, no, I can't think of anyone. Why do you ask?
Earlier this morning you said you had a feeling that someone would try this eventually. Now you're telling me that your dad hires out elite escorts for you. It sure sounds like someone's got it in either for you or your father.
That's different.
How so?
I'm just worth protecting, that's all.
That's a cover-up for something I've ever heard one. Whatever. Hey, Aether.
What is it?
Isn't your contact your father?
Yeah? Same as me, then. Yeah, same as you.
Did you ask your dad to send some help too, Aether?
I don't think he'll be of much help to us. I'm sorry.
Aether looked away, flustered. Ink hadn't a clue what the deal with her father was, but felt genuinely sorry for having brought it up. Don't worry about it then. If it's any consolation, my dad wouldn't be any help either. The door behind Ink snapped open. Ray had returned. Oh, Ray, have you solved the puzzle already? Not really, no. I'm just taking a small break. My hands are starting to cramp up, so I thought I'd come sit down. His hands are cramping up? What? Didn't you say you were close to figuring it out? Well, my first solution fell through, and my other method is taking me a while. Besides, if I rest for a bit, I might be able to solve it the old-fashioned way. Ha! Brute force. The old-fashioned way?
Funny. I was under the impression that programmers were good at problem solving.
I'd like to see you do better. A spoiled little girl like you doesn't even have a tenth of my talent.
And I'm thankful for that. The only talent you seem to have is giving up.
Ugh, I'm not giving up. I'm just...
Stop!
Beth, for the second time today, has brought their argument to a halt with one well-timed shout. She had a powerful voice.
This is ridiculous. Can you just once speak to each other without getting into a fight? Maybe we have to give Ray his break and get started on the puzzle ourselves. What do you say to that, Lisa? Fine. We've all messaged our contacts so we can go. I'd like to help with the puzzle too. Now that's what I like to hear. Let's hop to it. Ink, do you think you could keep Ray company while he and Lisa let off some steam?
I can do that, I guess.
Thank you. See if you can get him to message his contact while you're at it.
Sure. Beth and the other girls made their way into the next room. Now alone with Ray, Ink struggled to find a suitable conversation starter. Alright, so Sean, Nolan, Edgar? I forgot. So, how was the puzzle? This one's tougher than the other two. You think Scent made this one unbeatable? No. Scent might be completely nuts. I don't think he'd do something like that. We've been told multiple times that we're playing a game, and it's not a game if you can't win. This puzzle's different from the others, that's all. It's less of a tile thing and more of a button thing. Not as detailed a description as I'd have liked, but okay. You know, out of all the weird-ass things that happened to me this morning, these puzzles have got to be the most confusing. I mean, why are they even here? Who the hell would have something to gain from this? I've been wondering that myself. Maybe Scent is one of those Darwinist freaks. Darwinist? You mean like natural selection? Yeah, maybe Scent is convinced that if we can't solve these puzzles, then we're not fit to remain in the gene pool. That's a pretty messed up theory. Still, I guess it makes more sense than most of what I've heard today. Hey, Ray, can I ask you something? Yeah, what is it? Who is your contact? The person on the other end of your Gemini. Why? What's it to you? I'm just curious, that's all. And you never know. It might be important. Well, too bad. You aren't going to tell me? Nope. If Lisa's allowed to keep her secrets, and so am I. I can't really argue with that, I guess. We wouldn't be able to get any help from them anyway. As far as you're concerned, I have no contact. Sure. I never want you to bring this up again. Do you understand? Okay. Sorry I asked. Anyway, it's been a minute or two. I want to give the others some help with the puzzle. Fine. My hand eased up a bit, so I'm ready to get back to it. It was a pretty flimsy excuse, but Ink was happy that Ray seemed to have calmed down a little. He marched over to the door, but Ray cut ahead of him and made it through first. Aether and Beth huddled around the monitor in quiet contemplation. Lisa was instead off to the side, focused on her Gemini. Any luck, ladies?
No, we haven't been able to figure it out yet. I haven't had a look yet. I've still got to fill my father in on some details.
Let me take a crack at it then. Sort by color. Oh, well then. Ah, alright then. RGB printer? I don't know. Cassette tapes are usually that color. The home button is blue, I believe. Outlook is white with green, I think.
Sort by color, huh? But the symbols are all black and white.
If the previous two puzzles are anything to go by, it's probably some sort of riddle.
So each of the symbols represents a color?
I think you're on the right track. I don't think it's possible that each button represents only a single color.
Oh, why not?
The answer must be 5 symbols long, but there's only 4 buttons. That means at least one of the buttons is repeated. Unless we're supposed to leave the last tile blank, they can't all represent just one color. They must be indicative of something else.
Oh, that makes sense. You sure are clever, Ink. How does this puzzle work?
I imagine it works like any other button-based security system. If you input the right password, the door will unlock.
And the password uses symbols instead of letters or numbers?
That's what it looks like.
Let's see. The first button is an envelope, so I suppose it signifies mail.
Perhaps. When I look at it, I think email.
Email? You mean electric mail, right?
You know what? Let's just stick with mail.
Alright. And the second symbol? What is that?
It means print.
I see. And the one on the far right is house.
I feel like it means home. I suppose it could be house.
And there's the third one, which is probably tape.
Tape?
Yes. Do you know what it is?
Well, yeah. I just thought the button meant record.
Ah. I was worried you might not recognize the tape. They died out many years ago.
Yeah, I was really young the last time I saw an old cassette tape like that. Very nostalgic, huh?
Very much so.
Alright, so R... record. Green... No idea. Print... would be P. I don't know. So, Ray. Yeah? Were you able to figure out anything in your time alone? No, not really. I couldn't figure it out, so I just decided to brute force it. Brute force it? It means to try every possible combination in rapid succession. Of course, you usually write a program to do it for you, so that might not have been the right word. So, you just tried to input every single possible combination of button presses in order? That's right. The password looks like it's 5 symbols long, and there are only 4 symbols to choose from. That means there are only 1,024 possible combinations. If you go through them systematically, you're bound to get the correct password eventually. Right. But did you really think that was the fastest way to find the correct answer? Well, no. My original idea didn't work, and that was the only other way I knew how to solve this thing. And when it was taking longer than expected, you wanted to take a break? Yeah, pretty much. Please, can you give us a hand with this puzzle?
I think you guys can do this one without me. I'm giving my father as many details about my situation as I can.
Alright, if it'll speed up our rescue, then text him all you want. Sure would be nice if Lisa's father rescued us instead of having to play the entirety of Exit Corners. But why do I get the feeling it won't be that easy? You're still messaging your dad?
Well, yeah. I want to be as thorough as possible. If my father's men need to enter by force, it's important that I provide them with as much information as I can.
Enter by force? Without even contacting the police or military? Those bodyguards or commando we're talking about.
Some of them used to work for the White House. They're fairly experienced.
The White House, huh? Alright, so far Ray is probably going to be the one least likely to do the puzzle for me. You mentioned you had an idea of how to solve this thing? I did. It didn't work. Well, what was it? Maybe you were on the right track. I guess telling you couldn't hurt. Notice the symbol on the buttons? They're everyday icons you can find very easily on most computers or even cell phones. Yeah, anyone who's even a little familiar with computers should know what they are. So here we've got 4 grayscale icons: email, print, home, and record. And we've got 5 colors: red, green, blue, white, and black. I figured that matching each color up with the icon most likely to be that color would be the answer. Home, print, home, email, record. That was the combination I tried. So at the very least, that particular combination doesn't work. I guess I had the wrong idea. Wait, home, print. Nope, alright. Pretty sure that record is red, though.
I wonder, why didn't Sent show up this time?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Maybe he did leave a message, but Ray was the only one in the room at the time.
I guess that's possible, but I think Ray would have told us. Whatever the reason, I sure don't miss him.
Yeah, he creeps me out.
Any ideas?
I haven't thought of anything. Sorry.
I see. Well, don't get too worked up over it. I'm sure you'll come up with something eventually.
I'll try my best to think of something.
I can tell she keeps trying really hard to come up with a solution, but she's falling flat every time. I kind of feel bad for her. Any other ideas, Ray? No. You know, you can always try to brute force it like I did. I mean, it would take a while, but you'd get the right answer eventually. I'm not sure I want to resort to that. Suit yourself. I'm telling you, that's the fastest way to solve this thing. And I'll admit, it was my first instinct.
I think I've got a good idea of what these buttons are for.
What is it?
The items illustrated on the buttons seem very specific, don't you think? I think the name of the depicted object is more important than the object itself.
What makes you think that?
The tape button. From what I remember, most tapes were black, though I have seen them made in a variety of colors. I don't think that the actual tape is what's important. If Sent wanted us to think black upon seeing the button, then why didn't he put something more obvious, like an 8-ball?
Good point. I wonder why Sent decided to do it that way. Green? It could be teal. Print, email, home, house.
Ink! I've got an idea that might be worth trying.
I'm all ears, Beth.
I think we're supposed to find expressions involving the colors illustrated.
Oh? What do you mean by that?
If we put a house icon underneath the green box, would we get a greenhouse? Similarly, if we put the tape icon under the red box, we would get red tape.
I hadn't thought of that. It's a bit odd, but we really don't have any other leads, so I guess this is worth a shot. Nice work, Beth.
Why, thank you.
If you don't mind me asking, how'd you manage to come up with that?
I'm afraid I was daydreaming. A greenhouse crossed my mind. And then it hit me. The other one came shortly after.
You were daydreaming about a greenhouse?
Is that so strange? What do you daydream of, pray tell?
You know what? Guy stuff. Girls, money, books. Take your pick. Alright, greenhouse. Blue mail? No. Blueprint? Yes. Gray mail? Black mail, definitely. Gray house? Gray tape? Gray print? I don't know what that one is. So tape, house, print. And blackmail. Dang Red tape, greenhouse, blueprint, blackmail. Red tape, greenhouse, blueprint, gray print, blackmail. Red tape, greenhouse, blueprint, gray record, gray tape, blackmail. Dang. Red tape, greenhouse, blueprint, gray house, blackmail. What's a gray house? Wait, how is that the solution? They're all expressions. From left to right, we've got red tape, greenhouse, blueprint, white house, and blackmail. Thanks for the help, Beth. I don't think I've been able to solve it without you.
Oh, I only half solved it. It was you who figured out the rest of them.
Man, that puzzle was stupid.
Oh yeah? I think you're just angry that you couldn't figure it out.
You're one to talk. Just stood there staring at your Gemini the entire time.
Oh, please. I just got us all rescued, thank you very much. Oh, is your father sending help? Yeah, I filled him in on pretty much everything that's happened so far. As soon as he finds the location of this hotel, he'll be sending his best men after us.
That's awesome news, Lisa. My contact Sean is also searching for the address, so if you find it before your father does... A familiar sound echoed through the tiny chamber. Ink peeked at his Gemini screen, but saw no notifications.
That's mine. Earl, he got back to me. That's awesome, Beth. Looks like your son wants to talk to you after all. Aether, would you mind helping me compose a message once again? Oh, I still can't believe it. No problem, Beth. Bring your Gemini over here.
I'm happy for her, you know?
Are you talking to me?
I think it's great that even after all this time of not speaking to one another, Beth's son is still willing to help her out in a time of need.
Yeah, that's really magical. I'm on the verge of tears.
Sorry for trying to be positive. Oh, that one's me. Okay, Sean, let's see if you found anything out. Hey, Ink. About that ink. I've got some good news and some bad news. Real original. Anyway, spill. The good news is the address I found for the Four Elements Hotel points to downtown Bellbridge. So I'm in Bellbridge after all. Thanks for letting me know. Of course, there's the bad news. What is it? The Four Elements Hotel no longer exists. What? That was a typo, right? It closed down 20 years ago and was subsequently demolished. That's why it took me so long to find any information about it. Are you sure you're in the right hotel? There's got to be another hotel named the Four Elements. That's all there is to it. The next closest one is way out of the country. There's no way you could have made it there from Bellbridge in a day. Ink, are you there? Hello? Huh. Well, that's some information gotten at least. Trust from Ray has fallen. That's annoying.